Welcome back to Madison Framework tutorial series. I'm Kriti and today we are focusing on making data pipeline more robust. Once you have collected data from APIs, next step is you need to clean it and handle all the potential errors, and it is a crucial skill. But before we dive into the techniques, let's talk about why clean data matters for your project. Your AI agent is only as good as the data it learns from, and common data issues include missing fields or null values, inconsistent formatting, duplicate entries, or irrelevant information. Clean data improves your agent's reliability, and it must be a key focus where you need to demonstrate improvement in your workflow's success rate. Now let's look at how to clean your API data using n8n nodes. And let me just give a quick demonstration of this. And for that, I'm going to be building on top of my previous demo. So after this HTTP request node, I'm going to be adding a function node. But before that, here I had the API to get the OpenAI details basically. So yeah, this was the JSON data that I was getting basically. So I'm going to add a few more variables and parameters to the same API. If you see, it's the same, but I have just added a few more fields just to explain the concept of this demo. Yeah, so now this will be helpful for showing the cleaning of the data basically. That's it. And let me proceed with adding a code, which is I'm choosing JavaScript, and basically this is the code that I'll be using to clean the data from my API, and this will remove all the null values. And if I want to add some timestamps or standardize all the response, then this code will perform all those functions. Yep, that's it. And let me just execute. Yes, this workflow is successfully executed. As you can see, the data is cleaned. Now let's make our workflow more reliable by handling errors. And this is a very crucial step where you need to improve your workflow success rate. And there are several approaches in n8n. There is a if node that will handle this try catch pattern, and there are error trigger nodes that activate some when something is failing, and there's also a retry logic that you can handle temporary failures. Now let's implement a basic retry system. Back to our demo, and after this HTTP request, I'm going to be adding a if node. So I'm checking whether my ID field is present. So if yes, then it is proceeding to data processing, first cleaning and then processing. But if no, I'm going to be adding another HTTP request node. Basically the same thing. I'm calling the same API and requesting the same data. And don't forget these steps I explained in my previous video. Yes, now this request node, HTTP request node has the same settings, and I'm going to be connecting this back to the if node, and that will create a retry loop. Now this will give your workflow resilience against any temporary failures. Next step is you need to document your success rate improvements, and here's how to test your workflow. Start by creating a simple testing plan with 5 to 10 different inputs. Run your workflow with each input and document results, and calculate your success percentage. Keep on making improvements and testing the API or response data again and again, and don't forget to document the improvement between each versions. For example, you might find your original workflow succeed 70% of the time, but with error handling and data cleaning, it improves to 85 to 90% of the reliability. By now, you have the skills to clean the data and handle errors in n8n workflows. These improvements are essential for your project where you need to demonstrate increased reliability in Madison Framework contribution. In our next video, we'll explore scaling your workflow and preparing it for production use. Remember, your goal is to transform your workflow from a basic MVP to something robust enough for real-world deployment. Up next is scaling and testing your n8n workflow. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this was helpful.